Hello YouTube, this is my Sears St that I said in previous videos that I was going to show you guys. This is a all original except for that fuel pump and the battery. St 1972 16. All the belts have been changed on it to brand new belts. Only belt that I had to change was the deck belt, which is a blue Kevlar belt right there. Anybody is wondering what size that belt is on the deck, as I've noticed previous videos do not show you what the size of the deck belt was. Let me find it. Anyway, I think it's like a 74. The next video I'll show you all what the deck belt size is, because I have it written down in the manual. But this 16 has been garage kept since 73. It's only been outside 1 year in its life. And it was not really used that much. But the past owner who had it before me took the time, bored the engine out, and rebuilt it completely. Just the motor. I had to rebuild the carburetor, and as you can see I put that fuel pump on it because I have the original fuel pump, but they wanted $25 just for a diagram kit, and I could buy 2 of these Makini carburetor fuel pumps, pulse fuel pumps. I bought 2 of them. Bought one for the 16, I bought one for the 12. The reason I'm putting one on the 12 is it's not allowing fuel to go into it because the gas tank is lower than the carburetor. I have a tank of gas. I also bought a head gasket for the 12 that I have. We're gonna be putting them on in the next video, or I'll already have them put on in the next video. But this 16, the only thing I have to do to it now is put a new amp meter in it, and it'll be good to go. I've already mowed my yard with it a couple times. But I like this little mower. It's one of the best compasses I've ever had. And that's coming a lot for me, because I'm one of them guys that say I hate the compasses. I'll never buy another one. Once I got the 12, I sort of hated it a little bit, and I fixed it. Fixed it right. Took a lot of time to fix it. Then when I got the 16, I just fell in love with the motor itself. Just the 16's motor. As you can see, this is the first years of overhead valve for compasses. I was in early 70s, late 60s. In Suburbans, all they was flathead compasses. Which I sort of like flatheads. I think they last a lot longer. Overhead valves, I've never had trouble with them, because I've only owned, well, this is my second one. The first one I had a lot of carburetor trouble with, and it was the bottom shaft. Second one right here, I think it's pretty good. You can see it's never really been used much, because it's still got the original Craftsman lubrication sticker on it. And it has the side guard, which is pretty hard to find on these because they get lost. As long as that as well as that centerpiece that goes on, or the side piece that goes on the hood. This is the thing. Shows you got the rotary, the mower, the cutter bar, and then the mower again. And then you got the outer bar mower, which is a sickle mower. I know somebody who has a SS16. It's actually a lawnmower shop in Bristol, where I live. He has a 74 SS16 with a, I think it's a 6'6". With the He's trying to look for new blades for it. He couldn't find any. He bought some off Germany, and they never came back. Just took his money. I did put this new fuel line and fuel system in. This fuel line was already on it. I put this fuel line in. I know this is going to be replaced because this came off the 12. I gotta get another line. This one's new. Ran out of hose clamps, so all I did was take a piece of wire and twist it around it till it's real tight on that. And now I'm having trouble because there is a crack that's running across right here. That's why that gas resistant gasket maker is there. This is also what I used in my bowl gasket. I didn't have no money to buy the bowl gasket. You see it sort of dripping down. But the bowl gasket, it works out pretty well. I couldn't find a kit with this little thing's gasket, the drain. So what I did, I went inside of it and smushed that gasket maker all around it, and then put it all on top of it and just pulled it down. Put the spring on it and put it over my heater overnight. And it works pretty well. You can still push it up and drain it and pull it back down. It works fine. So, it works pretty good. Used it on this piece and on this. I did on the middle piece, it started leaking. What I did on it was put white tape on it. This tape. Used it out on this and the 12. And this is the gasket maker I used. It's for small engines and snowmobiles and watercraft, motorcycle. But it is gas resistant. I like using stuff like this. I got 3 other bottles for 3 different things. I want high heat and 100% oil resistant. This tacks up in 20 minutes. I think it gets hard in about an hour or 2. But I like using that stuff instead of buying gaskets. But back to the motor. I got this fuel pump and this fuel pump. Got them off eBay. Them are the people who make it. I know it's a Makiki. It's like an off-brand of it. You can still buy the part for it. The gasket kit is a Makiki too. I got this fuel pump and this fuel pump for $22. I got this brand new Tecumseh head gasket for $7, and it is OEM gasket off eBay. That's where I get most of my parts is eBay, because of it's really cheap, but they are good quality. Because you're just getting it from other lawnmower shops. I like doing it because you can go scroll through and see which shop has the cheapest part, but still good part. But maybe another video I'll see this thing run. I'm going to have to let this stuff dry overnight, maybe a couple of days. And I did promise you all I was going to show you how I did the hood. Here's the hood, which is in really good condition from other ones I've seen. The only thing it's got is this tiny hairline crack. It just zigzags through it. Actually, it just goes from here and then it goes across right here and it stops. Well, these holes were already here when my friend had drilled them in before. There used to be little pins, little brass straps that went around it. What I did was take them big barn door hinges from Tractor Supply, the ones you had to drill holes through. I drilled 2 1/4-inch holes on one side of each one. I drilled 2 more 1/4-inch holes and then drilled through the bottom of the aluminum piece. And then I welded the 2 top pieces together with a washer in between them, and bolted the other ones down. It works pretty well. Then I put that chain on there like Fearless Front did. Well, this will be update number 1 of the 16. Maybe the next update will be the fixing the wiring and seeing it run. And there will be another update on the 12. I gotta put the head gasket fuel pump on it. you'll see how I modified the how I'm going to modify the valve cover to make it pump the fuel from the valve cover like they always do. But this one swivels around, so I'm gonna have to make this engine pump fuel. Not the 16, but the 12s. I gotta put the head gasket on. Then gotta put a new fuel line on it, and that'll be it for the 12 mostly. Just gotta put the tube in the tire, and that's all I'm doing for the 12. The 16, I didn't expect to be doing this. As you can see, let me find the other fuel pump. This is the old Tecumseh fuel pumps. They're big and ugly. They are meant to last. That's what they say, but they're not. They're junk. I'm sure they was good back then, but they're junk to me. So I just bought this one, so I can buy a rebuild kit. It's a lot cheaper. I think a rebuild kit for this is like $6 to $9. That's what they range. This was $25 for a rebuild kit just for the gaskets for this. $25. The reason I didn't buy it because that piece where the nipple goes in, like this one, keeps flying out every time I take the fuel line off of it. Anyway, this is the first look of the ST16 that I have. I'll see y'all in another video.